Yeah, Solid Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep. Go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is going on? What is going on? Your boy, Wild Card is back in the building. Another week of some good sports. It's episode 419. Man, it's been a wild week in sports, man. Wild week in sports. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that. We got a couple of legends we got to pay respect to. We'll talk about that in a second. Definitely some week 4 NFL notes, things to discuss. You know, as week 4 ends, we'll definitely talk about some things that I saw in week 4 that I like, some things that gives me cause for concern. We'll kind of go over week 4 for sure in NFL. We'll definitely recap tonight's action. 2 Monday Night Football games. We had that going on for sure. But I'm going to start right here. And I apologize. I don't know how I forgot about this in the day show with me and Tony, Tony the Savant, who will be joining me every Mondays now for the foreseeable future. But I don't know how I missed this. And we didn't talk about this. And I definitely apologize to the true sports fans because we lost a legend today. Matter of fact, we lost 2. But this legend right here, definitely want to pay my respects to a legend that is Dikembe Mutombo, the Sultan of SWAT. The guy didn't back down from nobody. Great career that he had. No. You know, the finger wag that will be ever linked to him in a celebration. I remember the first time I saw Dikembe Mutombo on TV. I was like, damn, that mom tall as hell. Yeah, Dikembe Mutombo unfortunately passed away today in Atlanta, Georgia. He was man, that sucks. And the reason why it sucks is just because damn, are we at that point in life where we're starting to lose all of our legends that we grew up on? Are we getting to that point? Born in Congo, one of the first few African-born players I've seen in the NBA. I need to check if he was the first or on that or whatnot, but I can say that he was one of the first African-born players that I've ever seen, and I'm pretty sure he made a lot of people in this country proud. Dikembe Mutombo will forever be missed. I mean, come on, man. In the DMV area, he lost a Georgetown legend. He was a legend in Georgetown. You talking about he's a Hall of Famer. He's an 8-time All-Star. 2-time total rebound king. A three-time block champion. A 3-time all NBA team. He was part of the 1991-1992 all rookie team. 6-time all defensive player. 4-time defensive player of the year. All right. We got to remember Dikembe Mutombo was no slouch. 7'2", 245 pounds. Unfortunately passed away at the age of 58. And the reason why that scares me is because that's around my father's age. You know, not quite 60. And to me, that's relatively, you still got like another half of your life to enjoy and live. I wish we could have gave him more flowers for what he's done. Not only what he's done in the NBA, but we also got to talk about his philanthropy that he has done. I mean, the guy was a very giving, generous, kind-hearted soul. I mean, the guy, he's done a lot for his home country. He's done a lot for, you know, even some of the cities that he has played in. He got foundations all over the place. Dies from brain cancer. You know, that's crazy. Brain cancer. But no, shout out to Dikembe Mutombo. May he rest in peace. And may his family find peace and solitude in his passing. And hopefully even just my kind words can help, you know, ease the pain of losing somebody near and dear to them. Yeah, 58 years old. I still think like, man, you got a lot to live. But brain cancer is what is the cause. At least that's what is being reported for sure. But I can't believe I missed that early on today's show because he was a big part of me watching basketball growing up. His time at Georgetown and then what he did in the NBA when he went to the Nuggets. He kind of took them to a certain level of success that they really didn't see. Then he gets to, you know, I definitely remember when he got to the 76ers, takes them to a, you know, a finals. You know, Shaq was definitely no cap. You know, Shaq definitely barbecue chicken him. Can't wait to hear what Shaq has to say. Hopefully some kind words about him and other players that played against Dikembe Mutombo have some nice words to drop to, you know, pay respects to one of the probably greatest defensive players and by all means one of the greatest African-born players to make it to the NBA. I know he wasn't the first, but he was one. Him and Akeem were one of the first few African-born players that I got accustomed to. So definitely want to. I made sure tonight. Because forgive me, y'all. I don't know how the hell I missed it this morning or this afternoon and didn't talk about it. But I had to make sure I say something tonight. Say some kind words about the great Dikembe Mutombo. All right. So that's one legend that we got to pay respects to. And here's another one. Pete Rose. I got this one probably after the show had ended. Excuse me. I got this information about his passing right after we had just finished the show. And yeah, man, we two legends in two different sports gone in one day, and to me that shit hurts, man. because we're talking about, you know, people that are part of my childhood, people that I've heard about growing up. You know, by the time I was born, I pretty much saw Pete Rose, the manager, and stuff like that. So I didn't get to really see him play. I seen a lot of highlights of Pete Rose play. They called the man Charlie Hustle. You know what I'm saying? They said there's nobody that played harder than Pete Rose. Always hustled, always gave that extra effort to get the fly balls or get the outs, or, you know, leg out an extra base that should have been a single, ends up getting a double, or things like that. He was the ultimate competitor, the ultimate baseball competitor. Passes away at the age of 83. And with his passing, this is what I really truly have to say. All right. When it comes to the suspension part of his career, and I'm just gonna say this, and I mean no disrespect to his family or nothing like that. I know he accepted the lifetime ban for you know, betting on baseball. You know, I know what they're going to say. You know, hey, he did wrong. He accepted it. The lifetime ban should still be there. But I'm just going to say this, and I'm just going to be quite honest, and I don't give a damn if there's people that disagree with me. And I'm not saying this for people to agree with me. I'm really not. Imagine telling the story of something without the best player not in it. Imagine telling the history of National Basketball Association and there's no mention of Michael Jeffrey Jordan. We know what he contributed. We know the popularity he gained, still gains to this day. The popularity of Michael Jordan is still there. And he hasn't played in almost 20 years. Hasn't played in almost 20 years, and his popularity is still as strong. His legacy is still as strong. Imagine telling the story of National Basketball Association with no Michael Jordan. Imagine not telling the story of the National Football League with no Joe Montana. I'm talking about the greatest of any sport, Pele in soccer, or for you new age kids, Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay, try telling the story of National Hockey League without Wayne Gretzky. Try telling the history of college football with no Tim Tebow. You know what I'm saying? Go to any sports entity and find their greatest player. All right? And pluck them from the history of that sport. Because believe it or not, whether you agree with the suspension of Pete Rose or not, about him quote unquote gambling. Okay, here's where I'm at. If you suspended him at that point in time because of the gambling, because he was a manager, he gambled on his team. Okay, I can understand that. That was against your rules. Him being a manager, lifetime ban, cool. But here's my problem. You've been in bed with DraftKings, Caesars, sports books all over the place. For how long? What I'm saying is the moment that Major League Baseball struck a deal with any sponsor that is a sports gambling associated company, you should have revoked that suspension. The moment that you shook hands with the CEOs of DraftKings and Caesars and all these betting sites, that should have been the same moment that you walked over to Pete Rose and said, hey, man, your ban has been lifted. Hey, man, not only has your ban have been lifted, but we're going to immediately induct you into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, or the Hall of Fame of Baseball, whatever, the National Baseball Hall of Fame. You should have immediately inducted Pete Rose then and there. But the fact of the matter is, the fact that now he has passed, and if you so dare put him in the Hall of Fame now that he has passed, it looks very disingenuous. And I want to shout out Barbershop Sports Talk, my man Maestro Trey over there. I saw their tweet, and they were absolutely right. They were absolutely right. I'm gonna pull up the tweet right now. Matter of fact, so I can go word for word for what my two brothers said over there that were very spot on. They were couldn't have said it any better myself, because they were spot on about it. All right, absolutely spot on about it. Because this goes back to just to me this is just normal common sense shit. This is more like, giving people their flowers just due. Yeah, so make sure y'all tap in with the Barbershop Sports Talk podcast. I was able to be, I guess, on this show a few weeks back. But here's the tweet that they said that I agree with 100%. MLB putting Pete Rose in a Hall of Fame at this point would be disingenuous of the league. He should have already been in the Hall years ago. And I 100%, 1,000 million, trillion, bajillion % agree. Like I said, the moment you shook hands with people making these deals with sports bookies online and the apps and gambling here and gambling there. Oh, here's the irony. He played for the Cincinnati Reds. They're sponsors with their name outside the stadium. Their sponsors is a gambling site. The irony in that shit, huh? The irony in that shit. How crazy is that? That the same franchise that Pete Rose put on the map has a stadium named they got some naming rights to a gambling site. I mean, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. And I'm just trying to figure it out. Why exactly? Where there's some sponsorships to gambling, but the guy literally, he's the all-time hits leader. There's nobody in the history of baseball that has hit more baseballs than him. Literally. Like it's but he's not allowed to be in because he gambled sometime as a manager, not as a player. But you continue to hold on to that. Mind y'all, that the Baseball Hall of Fame has some people in the Hall of Fame right now with some questionable off the field shit. With some questionable characters. They love Babe Ruth, but I've seen numerous stories and reports that he may have been a hell of a baseball hitter, but he was no angel off the field. How hypocritical of the Hall of Fame people. So you trying to tell me every last person in the Baseball Hall of Fame is squeaky clean? They done nothing wrong. They ain't got nothing as such as a jaywalking ticket, huh? So everybody's squeaky clean. Everybody, played by the rules, did everything the right way. Is that so? Okay. But the guy that made a bad decision to bet on baseball as a manager, he can't get into the Hall of Fame despite him being the greatest hitter of all time. 17-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, MVP, 3-time World Series champion, 2-time Gold Glove winner, a Silver Slugger, was a World Series MVP, 3-time batting champion, won the Roberto Clemente Award. So this man is very decorated. All-time hits leader in all the history of Major League Baseball. Nobody has topped him. Nobody has came close to it. I don't think he'll get topped in no time soon. But you can't have him in the story of your sport because of something that's accepted now and being accepted. Matter of fact, here's the thing. They want to say in protect the integrity of sports. But sports and gambling has gone hand in hand since the beginning of time for the last almost 150 years. You don't think they was gambling on sports when back in the days when they had red grains and the leather helmets and was playing football? They were betting on that shit. They were betting on baseball in 1913. We can't forget the early 1900s White Sox scandal betting schedule when they was thinking they was point shaving and just trying to do whatever they need to do to cheat the system. We can't forget that. Betting and sports have gone hand in hand since before Pete Rose. Look, I get that these sports entities want to have their rules on betting, but you can't have certain. I'm just confused on how you have so strict rules, lifetime bans, and things like that when you are in bed with these same bookie companies. They are making money hand over fist. You know how I know? I just made bets all weekend on football, college football, WNBA. You can make bets on baseball. I'm just confused how the hell that you have these strict rules about betting when you are profiting from it. You can't say you're not because you got these deals. I don't know what your cut's like. I don't know what percentage of the pot you get from DraftKings, FanDuel, or Caesars. There's got to be some kickback somewhere. There's a partnership. So I'm just confused on why did this ban continue for so long and why has it not been lifted? If I've been some of the players, I'd have been petitioning this a long time ago. Because my thing is I don't think you can sit here and say that all the people in Baseball Hall of Fame are some angels and saints, and they probably done some things worse, way worse than Pete Rose gambling on some games. There's nothing harming people for betting on baseball. But I bet you might got some gentlemen in the Baseball Hall of Fame that were some abusive alcoholics. Or just some verbally or physically abusive sons of bitches. Or probably did some things that you shouldn't reward with a Hall of Fame induction. I'm willing to bet there's some people in that damn Hall of Fame that are just downright vile, disgusting pieces of trash. But yet they got a bust in there because, domestic, abuse, sexually assaulting anybody, they won't give you a little suspension, slap you on the wrist, but don't you dare bet on the game because it's about protecting the integrity of the sport. How dare you have bad morality decisions to bet on the sport? Huh? Are we backwards right here? Having certain individuals who are just vowed miscreants should be looked at more, frowned upon than betting on the game. Just my opinion. Pete Rose should have been in the Hall of Fame a long time ago. You can't tell the story of Pete Rose, or you can't tell the story of baseball with no Pete Rose. It just makes no sense. Just like I said, you can't tell the story of hockey with no Wayne Gretzky. You can't tell the story of soccer with no Pele, or for you younger kids, no Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. You can't tell the story of football with no Joe Montana, Tom Brady, Steel Curtain. Go on and on. Think of something great that has happened in any and every sport. One of your greatest, contributions to that sport, and you just pluck it from your history. That's what baseball is doing with no Pete Rose. And I just think it's a huge disdain to that entity of not letting Pete Rose in, especially the more and more you keep taking these betting companies as your sponsors and getting paid for it. But I want to look at this at the bigger thing. Here's what really pisses me off about not letting Pete Rose in for gambling, knowing of the contributions that he done. If he doesn't get in, there's no way Barry Bonds gets in. And he's going to go down as probably right there with Pete Rose as one of your greatest hitters. He's your home run king. You have your home run king and your hit king not in the Hall of Fame. Imagine that shit. Imagine in NFL you have your all-time receptions and your all-time throwing TD guy not in the league, not in the Hall of Fame. Imagine that shit. That is the most craziest thing in the world. That is the most craziest thing in the world. Look, I understand you gave Pete Rose a lifetime ban, but at some point in time, the moment that you signed those deals to make those partnerships with Caesars and FanDuels and DraftKings, you said, hey, Pete Rose, man, hey, come on, your ban's over. You going into the Hall of Fame. And let's not talk about Barry Bonds, the disdain that y'all have for him, because the writers are the ones that vote on it. And he was not a fan of the writers. He didn't like the media. All right? Because he knew that they were full of shit. They would twist and turn stories quick, fast, and in a hurry, so he didn't like talking with them. He didn't like them. Only reason why he did is because Major League Baseball started making a obligation to make the players available for the media. Just like how the NFL and NBA do. You got to have obligations to talk to the media. But the fact of the matter is that these writers don't like Barry. They'll never vote him in because he, quote unquote, did steroids. Well, guess what? I don't give a damn if he did steroids. I don't. I really don't. Because what it took for that man to hit the ball with his good eye-hand coordination, ain't no steroid going to help you with that. And let's not forget, he was a Hall of Fame guy before, quote unquote, the time he started taking the steroids. He was already a Hall of Famer. Already had some MVPs in his pockets when he was with Pittsburgh. He was a baller before the quote unquote steroid use. But they don't have not one negative test or him testing positive. They don't have one. It's a whole bunch of hearsay, right? Because of some people mad, hurt. But it was at the point in time where it wasn't regulated in baseball. So if they damn sure ain't gonna lift the band and put Pete Rose in, ain't no way Barry Bonds getting in. Imagine that. You're hit king and home run king, not in the Hall of Fame to tell the story of your sport. I think it's crazy. I think it's absolute crazy. But let's move on because we had two games tonight. Monday Night Football. First up, Titans and Dolphins. Well, Dolphins in trouble. Look, there were some things about Tyler Huntley that I did like. All right, let's just start with the Dolphins. All right, I did like that he has some mobility and he adds a I guess an RPO factor to the Dolphins offense. But here's the problem. The Dolphins got desperate. I know Mike McDaniels tried to do all he could to be creative. He was putting Tyreek Hill in the backfield, kind of using him like Debo Samuel. He's not. I know Tyreek used to play running back. It's been a minute since he's played running back or been used in that same capacity. So I understand that. That's great creativity. So they tried to get Tyreek Hill the ball any way possible, but they're gonna have to try harder. It's gonna be a minute before Tyler Huntley gets into chemistry with Tyreek, with Jalen Waddle. It's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a learning curve. But he was the best option. Skylar Thompson was the backup. Couldn't go tonight. Tim Boyle was the third option. I'm going with Tyler Huntley 10 times out of 10 before I go to Tim Boyle. All right? 10 times out of 10. Point blank, period. 10 times out of 10, I'm going with Tyler Huntley over Tim Boyle. But here's the problem, y'all. By the time Tyler Huntley and the Dolphins offense start gelling, they're 1-3 now. 1-3. Their season is going to be over. You don't believe me? Oh, their season is going to be over by the time they start gelling. That season is going to be done. Matter of fact, I think it already is done. It already is done. Here's who they got. Here's what the Dolphins have next. They got the Patriots in New England. Normally, I would rock with the Patriots. But the way that this offense can't move the football against a good Patriots defense now, and that's going to be a real sloppy game because you got two offenses who can't put up a lot of points, can't move the football. Can't do it. I would favor the Patriots in that game. Oh, they got to go to Indianapolis. Indianapolis has a damn good, solid defense. Waiting for their offense to come around, I would still favor the Colts. Oh, you got the Cardinals after that. Say what you want. The Cardinals may be 1-3, but damn, they scrappy. I know they got the doors blown off by Washington yesterday, but besides that game, take that out. That's an outlier game. But they hung in there with Buffalo. All right. They definitely did that in week 1. You feel me? Okay. They blew the doors off of the Rams. I know they were a very hurt team and whatnot, but they did that. They hung in there with Detroit last week. Y'all saw what Detroit looked like. We'll talk about them in a second. You know, and I understand they got blown out by Washington, but for the most part, they won 1 game and were in 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Played them real tough. Probably could have won that. We possibly could easily be talking about a 3-1 team had they won those games against Buffalo and Detroit. That's how close it was with those other teams. So we can't act like they were like they're trash because they're 1-3. Go look at the film. Go look at the tape. You're not a terrible team. I know they got the doors blown off yesterday, but Miami can't move the football. There's a possible another loss. Oh yeah, you got to face the Bills. That's probably another loss. All right, here's a let up with the Rams. But let's not act like the Rams still can't win that game, despite how many players they got injured. Cooper Kupp might be back in that time. Puka Nacua could possibly be back in that time. You know, the Raiders. I don't know what team they are, but hell, that's not an easy game for them. You got the Patriots again. Yeah, there's another loss. Got the Packers. You know, that'll be a tough matchup. Then you got the Jets. Great defense. Texans, great defense. 49ers, great defense. Cleveland, great defense. Jets again, great defense. They're not making the playoffs. I'm sorry. Well, you want to talk about the impact of losing Tua and where it's going to hurt? It's going to hurt in the fact that they will not make the playoffs because they don't have a quarterback good enough to get them past some of these good defenses that they're going to see. It just won't happen. But this is on you, Chris Greer, the general manager. Because 2 years ago, you of all people should know as a general manager, I need insurance. I need insurance. You chose to do nothing after Tua Tagovailoa kept getting those damn concussions 2 years ago. You chose to do nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now I'm just going to, sweat it out. Oh, you sweating it out, all right. You're going to put your job on the line now because not only did you not do nothing 2 years ago when he was getting the concussions, you said, hey, Tua, just prove you can stay healthy for a year. We'll talk about the contract. Okay, so he did that. That's all you needed for proof. You gave him the money. And now he's sitting on IR. Because from what again? Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, that's right. Concussions. Again. And now your offense is dead in the water because you don't have nothing, absolutely nothing worth of good insurance. The insurance you got is Skylar Thompson. Oh, yeah, that didn't work out too well. The other insurance was Tim Boyle. And that sure didn't work out too well. Your other insurance was Tyler Huntley, who y'all just got on the team maybe about 2 weeks ago. Claimed him off of waivers. Got him off the practice squad from another team. It's going to be a minute before he gets acclimated. And when he does get acclimated, there's nothing that proves that he will provide good insurance for losing Tua Tagovailoa. This is your fault. Chris Greer, this is your fault. How do you not prepare? Now, your offense looks like this. You're losing to the Tennessee Titans, who beat you without their best defensive player. Jeffrey Simmons was in street clothes tonight. They still beat you. They still dominated up front in the trenches without their best defensive lineman, not even available. He was looking real icy on the sideline, had a big fat ass chain in street clothes. Dolphins should have been ashamed of themselves. All right, let's flip this coin to the Dolphins, to the Titans. I mean, I really think you have to consider Mason Rudolph as your potential starter until further notice. I think you have to. First of all, Will Levis had another terrible interception tonight. Threw it right to the Dolphins defender. Then he gets knocked out. The game. Now, I'm not an advocate of, hey, you should lose your job because of injury. Like, for instance, Quinn Ewers got injured. Texas has the big name backup, Arch Manning. He's been playing good football. But I'm a believer the minute that Quinn Ewers comes back healthy and says, I got a clean bill of health. All right, Arch Manning, I like you. You're the hottest name backup in all of college football, but back to the bench you go. There was a reason why you didn't beat this guy out for the last year and a half. There's a reason. But I'm not going to give his job to you just because he got hurt. No, he's still the same guy. But in this situation, I would really think about it. Because that's not that. And this ain't it. Because Will Levis, say what you want. You tried to say, hey, Malik Willis, no, you're not good enough. He showed y'all a couple of weeks ago, came in here and only been with the Packers a couple of weeks. And he busted y'all head once y'all traded him to Green Bay. You say, no, I don't want no more Ryan Tannehill. We're going to get Will Levis. Oh, man, he's the answer. And don't try to act like you ain't tried to get better for Will Levis. You got out. Peter Skoronski drafted him high in the draft last year. You know, you went out and got some linemen to fortify your trenches, which is smart. You know, let's go get D-Hop, who's still serviceable. He can still catch anything in his catch radius. You go get Tyler Boyd. You drafted a wide receiver in Treylon Burks. I know he hasn't panned out quite yet, but you can't say that you didn't try to get something on the offensive side. And don't say just because you got rid of Derrick Henry that's a bad thing. No, Tony Pollard, go look at what he's been doing. I got him on my fantasy team. He's been putting up damn good numbers in the running game and passing numbers. He's been a great two-way running back in the passing game and running game. So I'm not trying to hear that. You're getting good production from Tony Pollard. So let's not act like the Titans haven't tried to give the man Will Levis tools and opportunities to be that guy. I just got to be honest. I don't think the guy is pretty smart with the football. I don't think he is. Every time I'm watching him, every game this year, in 4 weeks, he's thrown one of the most just idiotic interceptions in every game. Gave Chicago that game in week 1. Just gave it to him. Here, just have this old stupid ass interception and give you guys more chances at beating us. Oh, you did. Oh, damn, you took advantage of that? Damn. Had some bad interceptions against the Jets. All right. I mean, he's bad. We keep talking about the potential, but damn it, he is not living up to no damn potential. What are we talking about? We want to talk about scrutiny when it comes to some of these other younger quarterbacks. He's not absolved from it. He's terrible right now. He was all right last year, but what's the progression? He's regressing. Say what you want. Right now, that man Will Levis is regressing. And if I'm a Titans fan, hey Callahan, take a look at Mason Rudolph. We can't act like Mason Rudolph hasn't been in this situation before. He was a backup in Pittsburgh, came in, and won a few games, made him look good. He even played well. At the Steeler Nation, falling in love with Mason Rudolph. I would give it a shot. He definitely has more experience than Will Levis. Seen more, probably more NFL defenses, and possibly be able to read those defenses a little bit more better than what Will Levis is doing right now. I would take a stab at putting Mason Rudolph in. Look, I know the numbers aren't crazy sexy, but you know what he didn't do? He didn't turn the ball over. I think that matters a lot way more than the potential of Will Levis. No, because what Will Levis is going to do, and he's going to potentially put you in a losing possession in every game, because in every game he's throwing just a bonehead interception. That's just the facts. I would potentially move his ass if I was the Titans. I would potentially definitely move his ass to the bench and see what's up with Mason Rudolph. And then, hey, if Mason starts, laying the egg, then let me go back to Will Levis, because maybe you being away from the game might build a hunger in you for you to take it more serious and put more work into it and to be more, technical, be more cerebral with your thought process or where you're going with the ball, and don't make bonehead decisions no more. Then, hey, maybe a step back is a step forward, because that's what they try to tell us with Bryce Young. Just saying, another topic for another day. But hey, I'm the Titans fans. I'm happy we finally got our first dub, but I'm looking at Callahan. What's up with Mason? Can he start? If I'm a receiver, I would. Just saying. Another doubleheader this week. Hopefully, there's no other doubleheaders for the foreseeable future in the NFL. I hope not. This doubleheader shit is crazy. I don't know why they decided to do that. And it's not like it's like they're not separated. You're not separated by a lot of time. They're probably separated by 30 minutes, 45 minutes of starting time. So I personally don't get it. But NFL knows best. They're a multi-billion-dollar company, and I'm a broke nigga, so and they know more than me. But anyway, as we keep it moving, Seahawks and Lions. Man, they put up some points tonight, man. They put up some points tonight. 71 points scored between the two teams. 71. Wow. They put up some points, man. They put up some points. I'm not surprised that they did that. For some reason, every time these two teams get together, they damn sure turn it to the greatest show on turf, man. They literally do. Let's look at this from the Lions perspective first. Hey, Jared Goff. Lions fans, if there's anybody out there that has any still questions, concerns, comments, if he's your guy, I think he answered those tonight. But I get it. You were freaking out because he had that bad game. Because he had that bad game against Tampa Bay, was throwing some interceptions that you're like, come on, and he didn't play, followed it up with an okay game against Arizona. I get that. That's what your cause for the pause is about Jared Goff. But let it go. I think he's your guy. What? Is not what I think. The ownership thinks so. Didn't they just give him an extension? They just gave him more money? Oh, yes, they did. They have faith in the guy. They absolutely do. Ben Johnson has been dialing it up as offensive coordinator, so we'll see how long he'll be with him. But the fact of the matter is, he's been playing. He's been playing his butt off. Had a perfect passer rating tonight. Couldn't miss. Could not miss. And the thing I was worried about was, oh man, Seattle's defense looks good against Tua-less Dolphins. Yeah, they did. They look good against some of those teams like a Patriots offense. Oh my gosh. They look good against a rookie Bo Nix in week 1. The defense did. So maybe I got caught up in the defense of how good they've been looking against lesser quality than that. Maybe I should have waited until I saw their defense against a more potent offense like Detroit. And there were times where they stuck in there and hang in there. But then eventually Detroit got a little bit too much power, start wearing them down. They surely did. So I give Detroit, some credit. Well, I got to give them all the credit because they won the game. Not only did they win the game, they played their game. Hey, we're gonna have David Montgomery be like a bowling ball, knock over about 8 to 9 pins, and then we'll have what's the running back name? Jahmyr Gibbs. Be our speed guy. Then hit Jamison Williams on a big 70-yard TD pass. Then hit a screenplay to Sam Laporta. Let's not forget, we just signed this guy to an extension and gave him a lot of money. Amon-Ra St. Brown, toe drag swag, hit the tippy toes in the back side end zone in tonight's game. Jared Goff couldn't miss tonight. And he got some weapons over there. He got some dogs over there. Man, shout out to the Lions, man. They took a good defense that looks good against lesser competition, and they slapped them around. And that was my fault for not seeing that. Because the offenses that the Seahawks have been going up against, they're lackluster. And that's putting it generous. Well, for the Seahawks, hey, damn sure not over. It's damn sure not over. Not over for them. But they actually got a very comparable schedule left over. They got the Giants next. You should win that. 49ers after that. They always play the 49ers tough. That's in Seattle. You got 2-2 Falcons. They're probably going to be playing better. You got the Bills. Rams. We'll see how healthy they are. 49ers. Cardinals again. Jets. Cardinals. Packers. Vikings. Bears. Rams. So you don't have a lot of gimme games and let this game just kind of loom over you and be a dark cloud and you not get over it. Because you're going to have to get past it. You're going to have to get past it quick because there's not a lot of gimme games left open for the Seahawks. Because you don't want to be going after now 3-1 and then all of a sudden you start sliding and keep playing with 500. It's not a good look. That's how you end up out of there. Gotta go. But great action, offensive action for sure. There was some couple of defensive plays that happened in this game. Not as much as it was offense, because they started shooting out the second half. It's straight slug out. It's going blow for blow, trying to get the biggest, the biggest plays made. So that was dope stuff. Before we get up out of here, got about 7 minutes left in the show. Just a quick rundown of week 4. Recapping as much as I can. Just kind of giving my thoughts. Obviously, Thursday night, Cowboys, Giants. Cowboys make the Giants look like a comparable team. Like they knew what the hell they were doing. So not only did you do that, but you also got some injuries on the defensive side. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for y'all. Broncos, Jets. There's something going on with Robert Saleh and Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what it is. There's got to be something. I don't think Aaron Rodgers likes that guy. Excuse me. I don't think Aaron Rodgers likes Robert Saleh. I think I don't know what gives me that vibe, but I've always been a good reader of people when it comes to like body language and how they speak or say things about certain individuals. And just his body language is off when he's talking about Robert Saleh. I just think so. I think there's something wrong up there that's getting swept under the rug and ain't getting handled. And whether Aaron Rodgers retires, I don't think he's back with the Jets next year. That's even if he doesn't retire. I don't think he's back. There's no way. Even if he is back, if he's back, you know who ain't gonna be back? Yeah, Robert Salah. Already got him on my hot seat list. But if he's back, if Aaron Rodgers is back next year, Robert Salah won't. Somebody's gone. Somebody's definitely gone next year. One or the other. Maybe even both. Just saying. You signed to that rookie team. Offense couldn't get right. Come on. That's what we doing. Just saying. Vikings continue to roll. Staying undefeated. If you didn't buy stocks in the Sam Darnold trade or signing to Minnesota, it's too late now. Yesterday's pricing, today's price. If you're trying to get him for fantasy, trust me, yesterday's pricing, today's price. Just gotta get credit when credit is due. Sam Darnold is balling for Mizzou Tigers. Not Mizzou Tigers. I'm tripping. Sam Darnold is balling for the Minnesota Vikings. I got a Missouri Tigers hat on. That's what I'm thinking. I'm tripping out. But he's balling. Saints Falcons. Just a rivalry divisional game. I know Saints had the lead late. Some penalties kind of put the Falcons in field goal contention, and then Young Wo Koo, he doesn't miss. He's damn near automatic. So you got Aubrey for the Cowboys, a level up. He probably, not too far off from Tucker, Harrison Butker. But I will put Young Ho Koo right at the bottom of that whole cluster between Aubrey, Tucker, and Butker. I would. Because he don't miss much. And he didn't miss that field goal yesterday to give Falcons a win. Eagles, Buccaneers. Buccaneers bounce back. They did. The last 2 years, they kind of got the Eagles number. 18 of 30, 158 yards for Jalen Hurts. Yeah, that don't look good, pimp. That don't look good at all. I was kind of clicking in and out on that game. I was trying to figure out how in the world where the offense went for the Eagles. I get it. You got some injuries, but you got to figure something out. You traded for Johan Dotson, and I haven't seen a lot of targets for him. Just haven't seen him. Bengals, Panthers. I know what people are going to say. Oh, the Panthers got 24 points, 33 points last year. See, it was Bryce Young. All right. It's not just him. I just got a gut feeling that Coffee Boy wasn't brewing the same type of offense for homeboy, for Bryce Young. But once he inserted Andy Dalton, Red Rocket, he's like, oh, I got somebody I can trust. All right. Ain't been moving that, he's been adding an extra touchdown to what the Panthers were used to getting. All right, sure, whatever. That's what you want. Cool. But the Bengals need that game. Come on. We can be fair and honest with each other. The Bengals needed that damn game. If they would have went down 0-4 and lost to the Panthers, oh, man. Ain't nobody getting no extensions, no money, no nothing. I'm going to trade all of y'all buster. Just saying. Jaguars, Texans. Texans get a bounce back game. They needed that. Absolutely needed that. All right. Trevor Lawrence fumbles again. Yeah, he didn't lose it, but can't hold on to the damn ball. Luckily, a teammate bailed him out once again. But I saw some of those throws that he went for 18 to 33. 169 yards. Yeah, he got 2 TDs, but come on now. You left some meat on the bone. That you completed more than 55% of your passes, which is not good. You know, maybe if you get a little bit more of those open passes that what's his name? Kirk is on, or he missed Brian Thomas a couple of times. Evan Ingram, missing him and getting no production from him. Look, it's got to call it what it is. It's got to call it what it is. Trevor Lawrence stinks right now. Been stinking. But the Texans needed that to get back on the right foot after getting they heads kicked in. And I call this game, this next one, Colts and Steelers. I kind of saw some clips where the Colts got away with severe holding, but it happens. All right? It happens. But I will say this. Y'all sure y'all got the right quarterback when y'all drafted Anthony Richardson? I think he has all the tools to be something great. Athletically gifted. He's built different. But he's starting to have a little fragility issue. He's having a durability problem. Left, got put back in the game. I also didn't understand why coaches and training was like, yo, you got to take it easy, bro. But no, we're not putting you back out there. They literally put him back in to the game and ran an RPO with this guy's hip pointer already hurting. Yeah, that was smart play calling. I didn't understand that. But Joe Flacco comes in and he does exactly what he did with the Cleveland Browns last year. Kickstarts their program. I think you do what he did in let's ride the Joe Flacco train. That's what I would do. There's something just not right with Anthony Richardson. It's not the tools. It's not the. To me, I just think it's just him not able to stay healthy. Finish games. Let's finish the season. Let's finish half a season. He didn't even finish half a season last year. Can we at least get, through half of the season? Just saying. Can we get you through October? I don't know if he's going to make it through October. The way his body has been just absolutely getting beat up the last 2 years. And Steelers, hey, they tried. It was a valiant effort. They only lost by 3. But you also see that Justin Fields is starting to get a little bit more comfortable. 302 yards, 22 of 34 in a TD. Hey, he's definitely getting more comfortable playing with the Steelers. Just saying. Bears didn't want him, but he looked like he's doing just fine in Pittsburgh. Speaking of Bears beat the Rams. Hey, I just think it's just because of the fact of the matter is you were playing the Rams and everybody was hurt. You're supposed to play them. You're supposed to beat them. You're supposed to win against somebody like the Rams who are just absolutely decimated with injuries. So Bears finally get their second win. Shout out to them. Congratulations. Woo-hoo. Yeah, I don't care. At the end of the day, a lot of stuff is going to still be the same because they're 2-2 in a division that, as of right now, I would not argue if somebody said that they are, one of those teams. You know what I mean? Nah, hey, say what you want. There's still going to be some struggles with Caleb Williams. You beat the Rams, who are, like I said, injury riddled. Cool, whatever. Commanders, Cardinals. Okay, maybe it's not a prisoner of the moment to say that Jaden Daniels was the best guy to come out of that draft. He's balling. He's balling. absolutely balling. I needed to see. The fact that he's done 2 road game victories in 6 days, won them both. Kudos. Not much seasoned vets are able to see stuff like that. Just saying. 49ers, Patriots. Told you about that bad Patriots offense. The fact they even got a touchdown from somebody is the wildest part. I'm just saying, the fact that they got a touchdown, out of anything, that's the craziest thing. Yeah, got it to Hunter Henry on a short little pass for 5 yards. All right, that was your highlight of the Patriots offense. That's it. I mean, we talking about a bland, not seasoned. It's vanilla, baby. Vanilla, baby. Yeah. It didn't bode well when you was going against a tough defense like the 49ers. All the injuries are on the offensive side. And their defense is just fine. They busted your head. Browns, Raiders. Look, I am not picking the Browns no more for the rest of this season. Because they've been losing to just some scrubs. And now they messed around and they 1-3. As come on, man. Stop. I'm done. I can't buy the fool's gold no more when it comes to the Browns. You're gonna be good or you're gonna be trash. Make your decision. I can't go week to week waiting on y'all to decide if you're gonna be good or you're gonna be trash. Just pick at some point in time. Either be trash or be good. Make a decision. You make a decision with your quarterback. I'm just saying. I love Deshaun Watson, but this ain't the same guy. I guess in fact he can't get no more. Never mind. Oh no, damn it! No, the fact that he can't get no more massages, that might be it. Hey, y'all should let him go ahead and go ahead and bring a massage table at the game. And make him, just don't let him get massages in closed off rooms. I think y'all can solve a lot of issues with that. Just saying. I know. Let me chill out before they cancel my shit. And then Sunday nighter, Bills beat up on. Nah, they didn't beat up. They got beat up. Baltimore Ravens put the belt to asses on them boys. Whoop them up. Beat them down. Absolutely beat them down. But do you freak out about how the Dolphins not making? I'm sorry, the Bills not being considered one of your better teams. However, I think they're still a good team. But this is what I was waiting for. I was waiting for them to play somebody good. And I kept trying to hold off, and then I finally caved in. After the game against Jacksonville last Monday, I should have waited one more week because I was waiting for them to have the game against a more quality opponent. Oh, and they don't have time to rest. You got the Houston Texans in Houston. Trust me, I would not be favoring the Bills in that matchup. Oh, you face another good defense in the Jets, and you come back home against the Titans. We'll see if they got Jeffrey Simmons with the defense, and we'll see how that offense for Tennessee looks. But I wouldn't rule them out at a return. You got the Seahawks in Seattle. Buffalo going there. It's a hard thing to do, is to go in that stadium and walk out with a victory. You turn around and you get you got the Dolphins. Ain't nobody worried about the Dolphins. You play the Colts. They got solid defense. Oh, 49ers. They got a great defense. Oh, the Rams. They have a great defense. Maybe not great, not to the level of 49ers, but Rams got something. Come on. I thought they were going to be trash, but they got more heart than You know, who else? You got the Lions. Oh, yeah, a good team. You got the Bills. The Patriots come. Well, matter of fact, you got the Patriots twice in 3 weeks. So you go Patriots, Jets, Patriots. Yeah, that's a fun way to end off your season against definitely some teams fighting for a playoff spot, and one that might have the division line down in the Lions. So yeah, this is crazy. It's absolutely crazy that we're already a month in to the NFL season, but still gotta deal with these fools, man. Look, Buffalo's still a good team. They just started. They just ran into a bigger bully. And Baltimore made a statement by saying, hey, man, yeah, we've been kind of stuck in the mud lately, but we about to run out that mud. Got to get out that mud, go clean up, and play better football. Hey, they showed it. Did their damn thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it of the show, man. But y'all know what it is. Tap in with your boy, Mark Carmar, any point in time on Twitter. You can find me on that Twitter, KC Rock Carmar, right there. Bam. Of course, all the I.O.W. sports needs right there at the bottom. And you know what it is. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time, same wildcard channel, same hour, same all that. All right, we'll be back with more content tomorrow night. Until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. There ain't nothing but peace and love, baby. I'll let your boy.
Yeah. Solid Hill TD, yes, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late